Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So I thought it was about time that I did another heatless curl tutorial, and I was so inspired by the Grammys this year. They had all these really beautiful loose waves all over the red carpet, and I thought, you know what? How about I show people how to do that without heat? So that is what I'm gonna do today. I hope you guys really love it. Let's get started. So let's talk about how to prep your hair for these curls. First of all, I'm using freshly showered hair. I like to shower at night and then use this heatless method, and I wake up with awesome hair every time. In the shower, I use my new favorite Herbal Essences Wild Naturals Illuminating Shampoo and Conditioner. These are a great foundation for any hairstyle, but I chose them today because they have cassia seeds, which helps to reduce breakage and damage, especially when your hair is wet. We're brushing our hair a lot today, especially while it's wet, so we want to have all the protection we can. So now I'm going to part my hair where I want it and allow it to dry until it is just damp, like 80% dry basically, because you don't want to wake up with wet hair in the morning. So wait until it's almost completely dry and then we're going to do these curls. Once your hair is just damp, go ahead and brush through it to get all the tangles out, and then we can get started on the heatless curls. And now for the method, I have something new to teach you guys. I'm going to be using a t-shirt to create these curls. And what I'm going to do with it is actually pull it together and twist it until it makes almost a roller shape. I'm using a t-shirt because it gives me nice, like, loose waves, but if you were to use something with less material, like a tank top or even a long sock, you would have even tighter waves or even curls. So here we go, I've twisted it up to create my roller shape, and then I'm going to bring both ends together so that it creates like a massive hair donut. And to secure everything together, I'm going to use a hair scrunchie. And this little guy is gonna go right on top of your head. It's basically a hair halo, but we're gonna set him to the side because we have a little bit more to do first. You're actually gonna brush all your hair forward on one side of your part. I like working on one side, that way I can still see what I'm doing on the other side, but you're literally gonna brush all of that forward and over your head, and we're going to curl from this position. So now it's time to make the curls. You're going to take a large section from all this hair that we brushed forward, and we're going to wrap that around our hair halo. So I'm going to stick this halo on my head where it belongs, and then wrap my hair around it just like you would wrap it around a headband if you're doing that kind of headband updo style. So it's really simple. You just want to make sure that you keep your hair as nice and smooth as you wrap it around as possible, because that is what's going to ensure that your hair is smooth when you take it down. So make sure that you're wrapping it as nicely as possible, and then when you get to the end, grab a bobby pin and we can pin that end in place. And now you're just going to repeat that. So take another section of hair and wrap it around the hair halo. And you want to make sure that there's no slack as you're wrapping your hair around the halo, especially on this first rotation. You don't want it to look loose and baggy because that means that you're not wrapping it properly. You want it to look nice and smooth and kind of sleek as you do this. What I love most about this method is that this literally creates the same look as a curling iron, because your halo is essentially your curling iron and you're wrapping your hair on your halo almost the exact same way that you would on a curling iron. So your finished look is a lot more true to what you would get if you were to use heat on your hair, which I think is a huge bonus. To finish off this side, I'm just going to wrap the last section of hair around my hair halo. You can see that I only had to use 3 sections for this side of my head, which is great because it doesn't take very long to do. This whole process takes me only about 10 minutes, which is faster than I can usually curl my hair on most days. If you have any questions about your specific hair type, I'm going to do a little frequently asked questions in the description box, and I invite you to check that out and see if it answers any questions you might have. So now it's time to move this party to the other side. So we're going to brush that hair forward as well and then wrap it around the halo just like we did on this side. You want to make sure that you always start with the section that is closest to your part and then work your way out. So I'm going to use the rest of this footage to tell you guys why this hairstyle rocks. First of all, it creates volume because you're pulling your hair up while it dries. Second of all, the curls frame your face because they're being formed around your face instead of in the back of your head. Third of all, there's no dents from hair scrunchies, which is awesome because goodness knows I hate seeing hair scrunchie dents in my hair. Third of all, you don't really see like where the curls start. Sometimes with heatless curl methods, you can like see a line where the curls start around the head. I don't like that, so I like that this one doesn't create that line. And it is way easier to wrap your hair around a halo than it is around a donut or a headband. I just love how easy this is to do. And once all the hair is wrapped, you are ready for sleep. Now I told you this creates really beautiful curls. I didn't tell you that you were gonna look super cool in the process. This is kind of like Will Smith circa 1995, or maybe a Star Trek villain, or Iggy Azalea at the Grammys. That's kind of what this hairstyle looks like. Anyway, now it's time to sleep, and when you wake up, your hair is ready to be taken down so that you can see the nice pretty curls that we have. To take it down, I'm just going to take the elastic off of the back of the halo and take out my bobby pins and pull the curls down one at a time. And you can see that they look so beautiful. I'm always so impressed by how great they look. Also, my hair smells amazing from the shampoo and conditioner that I used. And when you first take it down, it's like this waft of fragrance and it's just such an amazing experience. Anyway, so then I'm taking the rest of this down and then I'm going to just kind of run my fingers through it to make sure everything is where I want it. But just look at that. Can you believe those are heatless? It literally surprises me every time I do this. I love it so much. Now I think my hair could use a little bit of extra shine and smoothness, so I'm using the Herbal Essences Wild Naturals Dry Oil Spray. I'm just bringing it into my hands and then rubbing it on my hair, and you can see that it's taking down that little bit of fuzziness that I had in the hair and adding a little bit of shine as well. And that is it for this hairstyle. It's like 10 minutes at night, 2 minutes in the morning, and your hair looks amazing. It's got shine, it smells good, but most of all, it looks like you spent 10 hours on it when you really just spent 10 minutes. And that's the best thing, honestly. So I hope that you guys try this out. Again, check the description box for more information if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!